What's going on, world? This is the NRW giving you the NEW. I'm your host, Patrick Michael Strange, and this is your New Release Wednesday for August 5th, 2015. I got some awesome guests for y'all this week. I have my man from A Sound of Thunder. He's the guitarist Josh Schwartz. He's going to talk all about his awesome campaign for his Valiant Kickstarter campaign, this Shadow Man-inspired metal awesomeness that you're going to want to check out. Really cool stuff. My man Josh coming up. And my dude, America's Greatest Otaku. He was actually voted America's Greatest Otaku. His name is Christopher Wanamaker. He has an awesome set of Wonder Woman and superhero-inspired jackets that you're going to want to check out. But before we get to them and their picks, I have, for our In Case You Missed It segment, Carla Speed McNeil talking about her Image comic, No Mercy. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Carla Speed McNeil, the artist on No Mercy, just in case you missed it. This is a new series from Image about a bunch of teenagers who are going down to do their Habitat for Humanity thing in between high school and college, and the first thing that happens to them is their bus goes off a cliff, but that's not the worst thing, they just don't know it yet. I'm here at whatever this con is called again, because I lose names really fast at conventions with the third issue, which is not quite out in stores yet. What else do I say? I have no idea. Anyway, hi, No Mercy, it's awesome.
Hey everybody out there, my name is Josh. I'm the guitarist from the heavy metal band A Sound of Thunder, and I'm here on New Release Wednesday to give you my picks for the week of August 5th. All right, pick number one for this week is Ms. Marvel number 17. Maybe an unlikely pick for a metal dude, but I've been loving this book for the last couple of years. To me, it's the classic Spider-Man formula, and the team is doing a great job of making you actually care for the characters, which is sometimes a rarity in superhero comics, in my opinion. So Ms. Marvel, the whole run has been fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to wrap it up before they relaunch in the fall. Okay, pick number two for August 5th is Future Imperfect number 4. It's Peter A. David writing. You can't go wrong with PAD. One of my favorite writers of all time. Absolutely loved his runs on X Factor and the Hulk. And Future Imperfect features the Maestro, which I think is one of the greatest characters and one of the greatest that hasn't been overused. You haven't seen too much of the Maestro over the years, so really looking forward to seeing what they do with him, and loving the Greg Land artwork on this series. And my top pick for the week of August 5th is Bloodshot Reborn number 5. Love everything that Valiant does. In my opinion, they're the most consistent superhero comics publisher in the world right now. Bloodshot Reborn in particular has been killing it. Jeff Lemire is writing a really engaging, cool story. Actually care about Bloodshot. Somehow this formerly inhuman killing machine is somehow relatable now. And loving Bloodsquirt. If you haven't read the comic, that probably sounds kind of dirty, but Bloodsquirt's cool, trust me. And Kay the Geomancer, who's probably not really there, but who knows, I guess we'll find out soon. Anyway, Bloodshot Reborn, check it out from number 1, but looking forward to seeing how they wrap up this next run in number 5.
What's going on, world? This is Patrick, and these are my picks for August 5th, 2015. First up, I have We Stand on Guard number 2 from Image Comics. On the writing chores is my man Brian K. Vaughan, who you love on Runaways, Why the Last Man, Saga, and on the art chores is Steve Scroce. Essentially, it's a Red Dawn mix, if you will, if you're a fan of Red Dawn. Probably for some of these new school cats. They had a newer Red Dawn, but my classic Red Dawn that I have with Patrick Swayze back in the 80s is all about these bad guys coming in, trying to overtake America, and we form this. These people in this town form this little militia to combat these guys that are coming in. Really cool stuff. And We Stand on Guard is essentially kind of the same formula, where it's some Canada guys came together and America is invading Canada. What's going on here? Really cool stuff. You love Brian K. Vaughan on Saga. He's doing some cool stuff. And Steve Scroce did some of the background and artwork for a lot of the Matrix stuff. So he's a real stylized artist. He also was on X-Men. Cool stuff. We Stand on Guard number 2. My next pick is Barbed Wire number 2, being written by the original Barbed Wire creator, Chris Warner, with art by Pat Olive. Barbed Wire is trying to keep her club open, and in order to do that, she's got to get the bounty on this crazy psychotic drunk with superpowers. Cool stuff. Ready to check out Barbed Wire number 2. My top pick, there's a new industry company getting into the game. Amazon Publishing has started their own comic line called Jet City Comics, and they're dropping a book called King Number 1, being written by Joshua Hale Fialkov. Probably messed up my man Josh's name. Sorry, man. And being illustrated by Bernard Chang, who you know on currently DC Comics Batman Beyond. Cool stuff. It's described as a post-apocalyptic Conan if it was done by Sam Raimi during his days on Army of Darkness. Really cool, interesting formula. There's this guy who's the last human just trying to survive, and he's working for this Department of Reclamation, and these aliens are having him trying to track down these specific artifacts, and at the same time, he's trying to save the human race. Weird, cool stuff. From what I've been hearing about Amazon Publishing with their Jet City Comics line, they're really trying to attract some of the top name creators and give you some really cool original material. So I'm excited with what Jet City Comics is doing. So those are my picks, y'all. Check it out. New Release Wednesday.
Hello, my name is Christopher Wanamaker, and here are my 3 picks for New Release Wednesday. First up is Starfire, Volume 3. Mainly because I was curious about the title. I've heard some things about the title, but I'm more familiar with Starfire through the George Perez, Marv Wolfman era, and she was just one of the most attractive female characters in the DC comic book universe, next to Black Canary and Wonder Woman, of course. And of course, I watched the original Teen Titans show before this, Teen Titans Go and whatnot. So that's pretty much one of the reasons I'm picking this, and also to get acquainted with the upcoming Justice League versus Titans animated movie that's coming out. Up next, we also have Teen Titans Volume 1 hardcover. And that is a Teen Titans, and I'm just getting that up here principle because it's Teen Titans. I mean, I love Teen Titans and whatnot. I fell in love with this with like the George Perez, Marv Wolfman era, as I said before, and I'm looking forward to, again, Justice League versus Titans that's coming out next year. Whatnot, since it's going to be their first animated appearance in the DVD universe for DC comic books by Warner Brothers Animation. And finally, how can I be America's Greatest Otaku without mentioning this particular manga called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? It is an awesome anime, but I've only read like a few of the mangas, so I'm just really starting to like read the manga by Viz and whatnot. It's the tale of the generations of JoJo's and whatnot as they fight against Dio and all these other menaces through using stand power to Haman and whatnot. First you see the Haman power, and then later on you see the stand power. But stand power doesn't come into like Stardust Crusaders. So if you love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and have been watching it on Hulu or Crunchyroll as I have, I recommend going to the original source material and watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.